Hey, what's going on, guys? So a couple of people asked me to show my belts that I have and the signatures that I got on them. And pretty much I keep these. I have two belts, and I always keep them in my closet, saying to myself that I'm gonna get them framed one day. But I always put it off because the frame actually costs more than the freaking belt itself. But let me show you guys the autographs I got on here. First, we'll start off with the World Heavyweight Championship, and I have First person I got to sign was Rey Mysterio. As you can see, Rey Mysterio 619. Quick story about that signing. Pretty much got there. Signing was supposed to start at 2 o'clock. Got there at 12, a couple hours early. And there was already about 100 people in line. It was at, what was it? World of Wheels, as you can see in my other video when I met Edge. It was at that same place. And it was just a year before. And pretty much the signing was, it was supposed to start at 2 o'clock, so we got there at 12. Due to the weather, it got postponed till 4:30 because it was snowing and stuff, and I guess Rey Mysterio was playing at delayed or some shit. And when Rey Mysterio was 30 minutes late on top of that, so he didn't come till 4:30. So we were stuck there for like 5 hours waiting for him. And on top of that, when we got up to him, it was probably one of the worst signings. He was being rushed. It was a WWE signing, so you can't expect not to get rushed. But I can understand that they wanted to get everyone to get their autographs and stuff, but when you get rushed trying to get your photo with him and stuff, it's pretty annoying, especially since you've been waiting there for like 5 hours. But yeah, it was a pretty bad signing. Uh, I remember trying to get an 8x10 signed by him too. I was like, "Can you sign this?" And by the time, like he was like, "No, sorry, man, I can't," because the security was right next to him. I mean, like by the time he said no, you could have signed it already. So I don't know. He's not like Edge. Edge is one of those types of people that if you put it in front of him, he's pretty much just gonna sign it. He doesn't care what the security says. But Rey Mysterio, I don't know. I've heard bad stuff about Rey Mysterio with signing. So if you ever go to Rey Mysterio signing, expect him to be late. Don't be surprised. Next person. Let's see, get this up. Sheamus, as you can see, right there, sort of slanted. But yeah, this was the second time I believe I met Sheamus. Yeah, I've met Sheamus a total of 3 times, and this was the second time I met him. For some reason, they keep putting him in the Illinois area for autograph signings. I don't know why. They've probably had him here, I think, 4 or 5 times. I went to the 3 of the things, and I'm never going to meet Sheamus again. I mean, like, he's a cool dude, but I've just met him a lot. There's no point of me going to meet him anymore. But yeah, quick story. This was at a cricket store, I believe it was. Wasn't many people there. I want to say got there about hour and a half early, and there was only like 40, 50 people in front of us. Uh, but yeah, it was a quick signing. It was the same security, the same like lady security that was with him. Still kind of was rushing us, telling us I'll take a picture when he's signing, but you gotta ignore that. You want a picture with him. You don't want a picture of him signing your thing or you right in front of him. It's kind of stupid, but yeah, Sheamus was cool. We got a picture taken with him, and yeah, I still got one more spot for someone to sign over here. As you can see, empty gap. And the final one, I have to turn it over to show you guys this one. This was an unbelievable signing. Can anyone guess whose signing that is? Or whose autograph that is? If you didn't guess already, it's HBK Shawn Michaels' autograph. But yeah, he signed it upside down. That was probably one of the worst signings I've been to. It was at some like hunting store. It was at some hunting store that was about an hour away from me. Went there with my friend. We got there about, I want to say 3.5 hours, 3.5 or 4 hours early, and there was already 150 people, at least 150 people in line waiting. And I was like, damn. By the time, and it was on the sun too. This was in the middle of June, so it was like 80, 85 degrees outside the sun. And we were all just standing outside in the sun. It was hot as hell. I'm not. Everyone was sweating and everything. People were complaining and stuff. And what I found funny was people were showing up like 10 minutes before the signing started, expecting to meet Shawn Michaels when there was at least a good 400 or 500 people in line. And Shawn Michaels was only signing for 2 hours. He's only gonna get through maybe 300 people. But yeah, originally they said you were gonna be able to get your photo taken with him and autograph. And when he got up there, they were like, "No, you can't get your photo taken with him. There's too many people in line, so you gotta get it when he's signing." So the guy that took my camera was like, "Hey, look at the camera, look at the camera." I wasn't looking at it on purpose because I was like, I don't want to get my photo taken when he's signing. So I asked Sean, like, "Hey, can I get a quick picture?" And he's like, "Yeah." So then the guy's just sitting there holding the camera, and he finally gets it. but I guess he got pissed or whatever. That was a horrible signing, probably one of the worst signings I've been to. I know it wasn't HBK's fault, but it was pretty bad. The people that ran the place was really bad. I mean, I know the guy in front of me, oh, I had, what was it? He had 2 8x10s he wanted to get signed. And one was for him and one was for his buddy. He couldn't come because his wife was in labor or something. And so he got his original photo signed. He put the other one. He's like, hey, can I get this signed for my buddy who couldn't make it? And then Shawn started signing it. And then the lady's like, no, you can't sign anymore. Pretty much took it. Just stopped. Like, Shawn, it was, he only got like a half the signature on that. That was pretty bad. I couldn't believe the lady did that. That was so disrespectful. But let me show you guys my next belt, guys. This one is my favorite. I'm going to show you right now. Alright. Now this belt is retired from autograph signings. It's the spinner. Let me start off with the first person. First person I had met, let me get this up for you guys, was John Cena. As you can see, got him to sign 10-time champ. It came out really nice. Quick story about that. I went meeting John Cena. He was really cool, really nice guy. I told him, he signed it. I'm like, can you sign it? Can you inscribe a 10-time champ? And this date, I believe I met him, was August 9th. On August, I think it was August 6th, he mentioned on Raw that he was an 11-time champ. I'm like, no. So I told him to sign 10-time champ. He's like, aren't I 11-time champ? I'm like, no, you're only a 10-time champ. And he is only a 10-time champ because at the time he only won, what was it? He only won the World Heavyweight Championship twice, and he was a 10-time WWE spinner belt, or WWE champion. So for that one, he's just like, oh, I gotta stop listening to what they tell me backstage, because I guess they told him backstage to mention that he's a 11-time champ, and they got it wrong. Whoever told him got it wrong. And he was just like, but I guess it's still a bad thing. But I guess it's still a bad thing because that means I lost the championship 10 times. But he was really cool. He laughed it off. I got a video of it if you guys want to see it. It's one of my old videos, meeting John Cena. Next one, CM Punk. Got him, and I didn't even ask him. He just signed the best in the world. He just randomly signed it without even telling him. He was cool. Originally, when I went meeting him to get my photo, because what they did was you get a photo op first, and then you go meet him to get your thing signed. So it was two different things. And when I went meeting him, I was just like, does this belt really weigh 30 pounds? He's like, yeah. So then I start picking it up. I guess he got a little pissed about it, but then he laughed it off. It was, I kind of regret. I mean, I don't regret picking it up because you know what? The belt is retired now. I'm not gonna see it anymore. At least I can say I got to pick it up. But he kind of got pissed about it. He's just like, doesn't mean you can touch it. But then he laughed about it. But yeah, there's another look at that autograph. And that one right there. I wish I could have made a day in the life for these videos, or for meeting these guys, but I wasn't really making videos then. I was only recording when I was either meeting them or when other people were meeting them. But yeah, CM Punk is supposed to be at the Chicago Comic-Con this August again, so hopefully maybe I'll meet him again. Try to get a ticket for that. Yeah, and if anyone else lives in the area, I would suggest going to that Comic-Con. It was really cool. I like how they do it, but it's pretty pricey. It's not cheap, that's for sure. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. This belt, though, I plan to get it framed. This is the belt I want to get framed over that any day. But yeah, I know a frame for this costs about $400, so it's kind of ridiculous. But I gotta get it framed sometime. I don't want it just sitting around. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, like, whatever, comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me if I should get that belt signed by more people. And yeah, thanks for watching the video. I'll see you guys next week.